High Noon Tunes. This Cartoon Network block aired in the mid-1990s and is exactly what you'd expect it to be. Cartoons aired at noon. Hosting the block were two characters in a series of skits that were actually Bonanza spoofs. The skits were created by Matt Thompson and Adam Reed, who would later go on to work on Archer. The segments were hand puppets voiced and acted by none other than Thompson and Reed themselves, who according to one report were regularly drunk during recordings of these skits, and even set a prop on fire in their drunken state. While that may or may not actually be true, what's known about the availability of these segments is that there are a few of them on YouTube, and these amount to a high volume of the shorts and bumpers, and some of them even buried in bumper collections. But these only amount to less than half of the ones aired.
Happy holidays from the Cartoon Network!
Now, Hoss?
Okay, little Joe.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Happy holidays from the Cartoon Network. Peace on Earth.
Merry Christmas, Hoss.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too, little Joe. Merry Christmas, Birdie. Birdie?
The Rex. The Rex was a cancelled episode of The Amazing World of Gumball. The episode's existence was revealed in 2012 in a list of episodes for the, at the time, upcoming second season. The title, The Rex, was the only one that never made it onto TV. From storyboards that have been released, we can see Tina attacking Gumball in a destroyed city, while other storyboards that have come out make it seem like just a normal episode of Gumball. According to Ben Beauclair, the story was scrapped because it was just too expensive to produce. The episode was never finished, and it's unknown how far the episode got in production before it ended up being scrapped. Online Nation. Back in episode 2, I talked about an obscure CW show called Online Nation. The premise of the show was that viewers would submit their own internet videos to be shown in each episode. Rhett and Link, along with two other hosts, introduced each video, and in general tried to keep an upbeat and comedic tone, although the show hasn't aged the best since its 2007 release. When I talked about it in episode 2, all that was available were scattered clips and promos uploaded to YouTube, and no full episodes. However, the 4 episodes that aired on TV were uploaded to YouTube just a few weeks ago by user CandyPants LLC. According to Rhett and Link themselves, there were 4 episodes that were made but never aired. Because of the embarrassment this show caused Rhett and Link, it's unlikely those 4 episodes will ever be released. Still, finding the first 4 episodes is monumental in the search.
You know,
this is stuff I haven't seen.
I know
since we
that there was
recorded it.
8 episodes that I gave to the crew.
Well, we
which means there's-
recorded 8 episodes, but 4 of them made it on television, and the show was canceled.
And-
You'll never believe what happened when I put on the jersey my grandfather left me. I put on a jersey and poof, jumped into the pro game.
The Jersey. The Jersey was a Disney Channel show which aired 3 seasons from 1999 to 2004. The show was about a magic jersey that would place the person wearing it into the body of a famous athlete. The show had 64 episodes aired before its cancellation, and upon its cancellation, it was rarely re-aired or talked about afterward. Only 30 of the 64 episodes are available, as they exist in the form of VHS recordings uploaded to YouTube. An official home media release never happened, and thus far, the show hasn't been released on Disney Plus and most likely won't be ever, as complications with licensing with the real-life athletes and sports teams depicted in the show cripples any chance of a re-release. Hieroglyph. Hieroglyph was a planned Fox action-adventure series similar to Game of Thrones. The series was to take place in ancient Egypt and revolve around a thief's release from prison to become the slave of a pharaoh. Fox ordered 13 episodes in 2013 after the concept was pitched to the network. During production of these episodes, Fox abruptly canceled the project before any episodes had even aired. Rumor was that the executive's vision rifted with the direction the production side of the show was going, and as a result, the series never got completed. To this day, no footage or scripts have been released to the public, save for a 1-minute long trailer that shows snippets of what little bit had been completed. Reportedly, only the pilot was ever finished, but it's nowhere to be found. Nick Studio 10. Nick Studio 10 was a programming block that aired on Nickelodeon for 4 months in 2013. It is possibly the most critically panned thing to ever be aired on Nickelodeon. While that's a lofty statement to make, it's not without merit. The series would regularly air unfunny skits with actors from other shows on Nickelodeon. These were disliked enough, but what really set people off were the broadcast interruptions, where shows in progress would be interrupted to show a stupid clip no one wanted to see, such as this. Because of how hated this block was, it was cut short rather quickly, and with it went almost all traces of its content on the internet, as most of it is now lost.
Oh, sweet.
Game time! You can access Crash and Spyro online games at CandyStand.com with game cards from specially marked boxes of Capri Sun fruit rolls.
Crash Bandicoot and Spyro Adventure World. For a promotion with Nabisco in 2004, this online game was designed to tie into 2 GBA games from the respective franchises at the time, those being Crash Bandicoot Purple, Ripto's Rampage, and Spyro Orange, The Cortex Conspiracy. Nabisco products at the time would contain special cards with codes that could redeem new minigames to play on the website. However, in 2005 the promotion ended and the games could no longer be accessed nor the cards redeemed. In fact, the cards themselves seem to be lost media in their own right, as the exact number has only been narrowed down to at least be more than 90, with so far only 22 being found. And as for the minigames on the Crash and Spyro Adventure World site, all 7 are completely lost. High Rollers. High Rollers was a game show that aired off and on in the 70s and 80s. While the NBC version has many found episodes, there is currently no surviving footage of the syndicated version of the show. The format of the show is very similar to the dice game Shut the Box, in which contestants answer questions and then for each correct answer roll dice, and the corresponding sums have numbers flipped over. The goal is to use each number from 1 to 9 only once. While that might sound like a complicated premise, the show really wasn't that complicated, especially considering its relation to the aforementioned novelty dice game. For most of the syndicated run, the show was hosted by Alex Trebek. However, the 1987 episodes were hosted by Wink Martindale. Almost no material has surfaced from the syndicated run, except for a few screenshots, including one discovered in 2020 in a Fox News tribute to Alex Trebek from when he died. For Rent. For Rent was a fairly straightforward show that aired on the Canadian HGTV from 2009 to an unknown year in the 2010s. The show has the same samey feel that a lot of HGTV shows have. Instead of looking for a piece of property to buy, this show is about people looking for a piece of property to rent. The show had 5 seasons, and the only currently available footage is from the 3rd season, where most of the episodes are found in full, with a handful of episodes only having short clips available. It's unknown why HGTV seems to have neglected the other 4 seasons, as every release of this show to the internet has been official.
Hey guys, Perry here. We're going to try out the Battle Me demo, and this is another example of kind of having asymmetrical gameplay where one player controls something slightly differently from the others based on the special Wii U controller.
Wii U tech demos. During the development of the Wii U hardware, a few tech demos were made to test the capabilities of the system and get a proof of concept. Since not a lot of info is available about them, I've combined the 3 into one entry. First was Battle Me, where 2 Miis ran around trying to shoot enemies and other players. This one was later worked into the Nintendo Land minigame Metroid Blast, but the original version is still lost. Second is Chase Me, where one Mii dressed as Mario runs around a course and the other players have to chase him. This one was also turned into a minigame in Nintendo Land, and the original demo is lost. The third is the perhaps most well-known, and it's New Super Mario Bros. Mii. And it's pretty obvious that this evolved into New Super Mario Bros. U, and of course the original version is lost. I know it's a pretty common criticism that the games in the New Super Mario Bros. Series are all the same, but honestly it does look like New Super Mario Bros. U changed quite a bit in development. Maybe it's just me. Overall, tech demos are some of the least likely lost media to ever be found, and with the failure that was the Wii U, don't hold your breath about any of these getting a release.